Hey guys, Chris Santana here. I just got done listening to Jill Surtick's town hall, and unfortunately, a sobering reality had to be presented to us, and it's unfortunate that it had to come from the company and not our own union, which I wish had been the case. However, it's important that information such as the one Jill conveyed in this town hall is communicated to flight attendants, especially flight attendants who are trying to make a decision about whether they're going to continue in this career or not. And there's such a hot button issue out there that I still don't understand why it's being so divisive, and the union is allowing this issue to continue to plague the membership and separate us, senior versus junior, and just the nasty things I'm reading on social media and how we're tearing each other apart over an issue that we really had no say in. And the hot button issue is who gets to come back first: extended leave of absence flight attendants or flight attendants that are out on an involuntary furlough. And so the national president, Julie Hedrick, at the time of her town hall yesterday, did state that it is the position of APFA that furloughs would be returned first before any extended leave of absences were canceled. And that is fine and okay, that's the union's position. However, that contradicts completely what the union signed off on when they signed off on the letter of agreement of the extended leave of absences, which clearly gives the company the option of returning extended leave of absence flight attendants first with a 60-day notice. And so what I want to make sure that flight attendants understand is that this is in writing. It's negotiated. The union agreed to this. So the union may have a position, but it's deceiving to tell the membership that you stand on something, yet you agreed on something a few days ago that completely contradicts that. So I do hope that the APFA can come forward and just be honest and upfront about what they did, because it's important for those of us making a decision about taking an option. It's important for those of us worried about losing our jobs. And it's also important for those of us who are considering being out for 15, 18, or 24 months from the job that we love and care for. There was a lot of things in the town hall that I found very interesting, as Jill has now been able to come down and just tell us exactly the reality that we may have to face moving forward, with the company being smaller, line averages being higher, and the reserve just skyrocketing to 35 years, as she said. I think it's important for the APFA to clarify not only their position, but what they actually committed to when they signed these letters of agreement. And I completely understand that there's one thing what you actually want, it's another thing what you actually can get from the company, but what should never be confused or mixed up is what you actually did, because your membership relies on you to tell them exactly what you did on their behalf. And in this scenario, you clearly gave the company, in the letter of agreement for the extended leave of absences, you gave them the option of actually bringing back the extended leave of absence flight attendants before they bring back any furloughs. And so the confusion and the mass hysteria that's out there, and the fighting and the attacking one another, please understand that this is in writing. It is something that has already been agreed upon, and it's not saying specifically that they're going to do it one way, but it did give the company the option of choosing how they're going to do it. Because as Jill Surtick said, it is at their discretion, quote, the company, how they will actually return flight attendants back to the line should there be a need while there's extended leave of absences people out and involuntary furloughs. One of the things that concerns me about the confusion that's out there about who comes back first is that it makes our contract look extremely flexible, and that is not a good thing. It creates what is now a mass confusion amongst the membership. And I'd also like to remind everyone that we are under contract negotiations. We might not be actively negotiating due to the circumstances with COVID, but we are under contract negotiations right now. So it's very important that when our union puts some communication out, or our union shares with us what they've done with the company, that it's done so in a very transparent way. Please take care of one another, stay informed and ready.